Hi friends, welcome to another round of yoga with Tim Curran. We'll start today in child's pose. Bring big toes to touch, knees wide open on the mat. And then walk those hands, arms towards the top of the mat. Sit the hips back, take child's pose. Begin to breathe deeply into the body here. And maybe finding some rhythm or cycle of breathing, inhaling to a count of 2 or 3 or 4, and exhaling to that same count of 2 or 3 or 4. And next inhale, taking a deep inhale through the nose to 3, 2, and 1, holding when reaching the top. And open the mouth, big sigh out. And again, deep inhale through the nose to 3, 2, 1. Hold it when reaching the top. And open mouth, big sigh out. As you inhale, reach the arms long. As you exhale, walk the hands to the right side of the mat. Maybe bringing left palm over right or right palm to the right knee, right hip area for leverage. Breathing into the left side body. As you inhale, bring the hands back to center, reach through the fingertips. As you exhale, walk the palms now to the left. Maybe right palm on top of left, or left palm near the left knee, left hip. Leverage on that left side as you stretch into the right side body. Good. As you inhale, walking the hands back to center, reaching through the fingertips. Maybe press the palms into the floor, lifting forearms off the floor here. And a couple breaths here in your child's pose. Reaching through both the left and right side bodies here. As you inhale, let's come up on hands and knees and tabletop. And we'll begin to warm up the spine with some cat-cows here. Shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. As you inhale, drop the lower back, stick that butt out, pull the chest forward, cow pose. As you exhale, drop the tailbone, round the upper spine, spread the shoulder blades for cat pose. Good. Inhale, take cow pose. And exhale, take cat pose. Good. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. Using your breath cycle, take it through a few additional rounds here. Feeling free to add any additional movements. Maybe some circling of the hips. Maybe some figure eights with the hips. Maybe flipping the palms around, taking a forearm stretch. Do what feels good to help you warm up your body in this pose. We'll meet back in a neutral tabletop. Bring left hand to the center of the mat, beneath the chin. On an inhale, lift the right arm towards the ceiling. And exhale, threading needle. Right arm goes behind the left. Right shoulder, right side of the head comes to the floor. And then walk that left hand to the top of your mat. maybe the top right side of your mat to open that chest more towards the wall. Let's walk that hand back, left hand beneath the shoulder. As you inhale, press through the hand, lift, extending right arm towards the ceiling. And exhale, plant the right hand on the mat. Bring that right hand beneath the chin or nose, press through on an inhale, send left arm up. Exhale, left arm, threading needle behind the right. Left side of the head, left shoulder, come to the floor. Walking right hand to the top of the mat, maybe the top left side of the mat to further open that chest. Let's walk that right hand back beneath the right shoulder, pressing into the hand. As you inhale, lift, extending the left arm towards the ceiling. Exhale, planting left hand back into tabletop. We'll walk the hands one handprint above where they are, curl the toes, come to top of a plank or push-up. Good. Tailbone pulling towards the heels, heels towards the back wall. Exhale, take it to your first downward facing dog. Bend the knees, begin to pedal out the feet here. We'll come back to stillness in our downward facing dog. As you exhale, bend the knees, lowering knees just above the mat. Press the chest back towards the thighs in bear pose. Good. Inhale, shift forward, top of a plank or push-up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees, come to bear pose. Press the chest back towards the thighs. Inhale, top of a plank or push-up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Let's open those feet as wide as the mat. Walk the hands back to meet the feet, hanging heavy here in a forward fold. Feel free to grab wrists or elbows, whatever feels good for you in this pose. We want our torso and our head pulling towards the floor, lengthening that lower spine. Couple more breaths here. Release the wrist or the elbows, allow the hands to fall towards the floor. And on an inhale, find a half lift. Draw the shoulder blades back, heart pulls forward. Nice flat back. As you exhale, forward folding. Good. Inhale, finding half lift. Nice flat back here. And exhale, forward folding. Good. Walk the hands to the top of the mat, top of a plank or push-up. And we'll bend the elbows, lower all the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes. On an inhale, draw shoulder blades back. Lift the head, lift the torso, baby cobra. And exhale, releasing everything to the floor. And again, inhale, draw shoulder blades back, baby cobra pose. Maybe lifting palms. And exhale, everything coming to the floor. Walk the palms back, thumbs come to lower rib cage, press through the palms. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come up high on the tippy toes. Exhale, walk those feet top of the mat to meet the hands. Find half lift on the inhale. And exhale, forward fold. With a nice flat back, inhale, press through the feet, come to stand. Extend the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart, down to the sides. Surya Namaskara A. On the inhale, reach the arms high overhead. Take the gaze towards the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift as you inhale. And bend the knees, plant the hands, step the right foot back, followed by left. Top of a plank or push-up. Lower halfway chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pressing through the pads, the palms, the heels of the hands, knuckles of the fingers. Tailbone, sits bones lifting towards the upper back wall. Good. Belly drawn in here, lower ribs pulling in. And inhale, come up high on the tippy toes. Exhale, step right foot up, followed by left. Inhale, find half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come to stand, extend the arms high overhead. Exhale, arms down to the sides. Again, inhale, sweep the palms up, take the gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Ride that breath all the way down. Good. Inhale, half lifting. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, followed by right. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, heels working towards the floor. It's okay if the heels don't come to the floor, but you want those legs engaged, thighs engaged, kneecaps lifting. Pressing the heels towards the floor. And again, sits bone, tailbone lifting. Inhale, come up high on the tippy toes. Exhale, step left foot followed by a right, top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, come to stand, take the arms high overhead. Exhale, arms down to the side, Samasthiti Hiti. One last time. Inhale, reach the arms high, take the gaze up. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, half lifting. Plant the hands, step, hop, float, jump the feet back. Take it through your vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Good. Stay within that breath cycle we started at the beginning of class. Try to slow the breath a bit here. Couple more breaths in your downward facing dog. At the bottom of your next exhale, step, hop, float, jump the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, find half lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, press to the feet, come to stand, take the arms high overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart, down to the sides. Coming into mountain pose, big toes touch, heels slightly spread. Shoulder blades drawing back and down. Arms at our sides, palms forwards or facing the hips. Good. On the inhale, bend the knees, sit the hips low. Utkatasana, fierce pose. Exhale, forward folding. Good. Inhale, half lifting. Exhale, plant the hands, step, hop, float, jump the feet back. Take it through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, right leg extends back. Step it forward, spin the back foot, warrior A, right side. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, lower vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, left leg, step through, warrior A, left side. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, take it through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. So this is the first of 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara B. Good. Couple more breaths here in your downward facing dog. Good. Bottom of your exhale, step, hop, float, jump the feet, top of the mat. Inhale, finding half lift. And exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Exhale, straighten the legs, arms come to the side, Samasthiti Hiti. Again, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward folding. Half lifting. Exhale, plant the hands, step, hop, float, jump the feet back, take it through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, step right foot to right thumb, spin the back foot, warrior A, right side. Good. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, take it through your vinyasa. Good. On your inhale, left foot steps the left thumb, spin the back foot, warrior A, left side. Good. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, take it through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Good. Hips lifting. Tailbone, sits bones lifting here. Bottom of your next exhale, step, hop, float, jump your way, top of the mat. Inhale, finding half lift. Exhale, fold it in. Good. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Exhale, straighten the legs, coming to stand. Arms to the side. Last round. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Half lifting on the inhale. Plant the hands, step, hop, float, jump the feet back, take it through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, right leg steps the right thumb, spin the back foot, warrior A. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, take it through your vinyasa. Good. Inhale, right leg, left foot, leg steps the left thumb, spin the back foot, warrior A. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, take it through your vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Couple more breaths here in your downward facing dog. Try to slow the breathing. Good. Bottom of your next exhale, step, hop, float, jump to the top of the mat. Find half lifting. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Exhale, straighten legs, coming to stand. Good. Hop the feet 4 to 6 inches apart. Bring hands to the hips. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, peace fingers around big toes. Find half lift. Exhale, forward folding, using the strength of the biceps to bring the head, the torso closer to the toes. Padangusthasana. Again here, tailbone, sits bones lifting. Head and chest pulling towards the toes. Good. Inhale, half lifting, releasing. Exhale, slide the palms face up beneath the feet to the wrist crease. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, Padahastasana. Shoulder blades drawing up away from the ears. And tailbone, sits bone, continue lifting. Another breath here. Good. Inhale, half lifting, releasing the palms. Exhale, forward fold. If you have a crow or crane in your practice, taking either of those two postures, no crane, no crow, no problem. You can step the feet back, take it through a vinyasa. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Here we are in downward facing dog. As we inhale, extending right leg back, press through the heel, toes point towards the floor. Bend the knees, stack the hips, create some circles with that right knee. Good. On your next exhale, stepping right foot through to right thumb, lift the torso. Warrior A, right side. Drop the hands, bind hands behind the back in your warrior A. Inhale, puff the chest. Exhale, humbly bowing. Right shoulder maybe inside that right knee. Draw that right hip back to square the hips to the side walls. Good, another breath here. Exhale, release the hands, stay down in the pose. Take the hands to the upper left corner of the mat, downward dog lunge. Good, exhale, now walking hands to the side of the mat, turn all 10 toes to face the side of the mat. Inhale, find half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Hands beneath the shoulders here, maybe walking the hands back in this wide-legged forward fold. Again, tailbone, sits bones lifting here. Squeezing the ankles and the shins towards the middle of the mat. Good, inhale, finding half lift. As we exhale, walking the hands to the back of the mat, runner's lunge on the left side. Good, step that left foot back, take it through your vinyasa, meeting in a downward facing dog. Good, inhale, left leg goes back, pressing through the heel, toes point towards the floor. And then bend the knees, stack the hips, create your circles on this left side. As you exhale, step left foot to left thumb, spin the right foot for warrior A on this left side. Good. Exhale, drop the arms, bind the hands behind the back. On an inhale, puff the chest. Exhale, humbly bowing our warrior on this left side, left shoulder maybe inside left knee. And then draw that left hip back, trying to keep the hips square. Stay in the pose, release the hands, take them to the upper right-hand corner of the mat, downward dog lunge. And with your next exhale, walking the hands again to the side of the mat. Inhale, finding half lift. All 10 toes face the side wall. Exhale, forward folding, wide-legged here. Again, the hands begin beneath the shoulders, maybe walking those hands back, going deeper into your fold. Good, another breath here. As you exhale, let's walk the hands to the top of the mat, runner's lunge right side. Step that right foot back to meet the left. Take it through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Couple breaths here, slowing the breath down. Good, inhale, take the right leg back. Exhale, step it through, spin the back foot, come up to warrior B on this right side. Good, flip the front palm, inhale, reverse or exalt. Exhale, come to your side angle. Elbow to the knee or thigh, or hand to the floor or a block. That left arm can go to the ceiling to start or extending towards the front mirror wall. Feel free to take a bind or wrap of that hand, rather finding the right hip crease. Another breath here. Good, inhale, coming back to your warrior B, straighten that front leg and go right back to reverse exalt in preparation for triangle. Exhale, coming into triangle, left hip stays back, right arm drops towards the floor, left arm extends towards the ceiling. Holding here for just a couple breaths. Let's bring the gaze down to that right foot, place a bend in the right knee, hop it up to half moon on this right side, Ardha Chandrasana. Trying to stack the shoulders, stack the hips here, toes pointing towards the side wall on that back foot. Good. As we exhale, lightly dropping that back foot, coming to our warrior B. Inhale, reversing, exalting. Exhale, windmill hands to the floor. Step that right foot back and take it through your vinyasa. Good. Left side, inhale, left leg goes back. Exhale, step left foot to left thumb. Spin the back foot for warrior B. Good. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse exalt. Exhale, coming to side angle, elbow to the knee or thigh or hand to the floor. Right arm towards the ceiling or extended towards the front wall. Good. Also, feel free to wrap that top hand, finding the left hip crease. Good. Next, inhale, coming back up to your warrior B. Straighten the front leg, take it right back to reverse exalt. And exhale, coming to triangle pose on this left side. Good. Another breath or two here. We'll bring our gaze down to that left foot, place a bend in the left knee, hop it up to half moon on this left side. Good, another breath or two here. Slowly beginning to drop that foot back into our warrior B. On the exhale, inhale, reverse exalt. And then exhale, windmill hands to the floor. Take it through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Good. Let's drop it down to hands and knees, taking tabletop, and then press the hips back towards the heels, finding child's pose. Option to stay in downward facing dog if you like here. Our goal is to begin to get back in touch with the breath, slowing things down just a bit. Maybe taking a deep inhale through the nose. And opening the mouth, let a big sigh out. Let's come back to tabletop and then meeting in downward facing dog if you're not already there. One more small sequence here. On the inhale, right leg extends back. As you exhale, crunch knee to chest, forehead to knee. Inhale, extend it back. Right knee to right elbow, give it a crunch. Extend it back. Right knee to left elbow, crunch and hold. Send that right foot directly out to the left. Drop it to the floor for your fallen triangle. Exhale, plant that left hand. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left wrist for pigeon on the right side. Walk that left foot back. Make sure the foot is in line behind the ankle, behind the knee. Good. If that right hip or butt don't come to the floor, maybe support it with a block. Option to stay upright in your pigeon pose. Or feeling free to extend the hands up and walk it out into your dead pigeon pose. Pressing that right knee, that right hip back into the floor. Right hip crease pressing back, trying to keep the hips level. And as we inhale, let's walk the hands back, coming upright in the pose. Place a bend in that left knee, maybe just a couple kicks of that left foot, maybe reaching back, hooking the foot or ankle. Feeling free to fly your pigeon if it's in your practice. And releasing that back foot. Shift the weight to the right hip, bring that left leg around in front of you. Good. Bring the sole of the right foot into the inner left thigh for Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, extending arms high overhead. As you exhale, slight twist out to the left as you fold over that knee. Reaching for the toes, binding around the foot. Nice flat lower spine as you continue to draw the chest towards the toes. Forehead out over the shin. Good. Inhale, release, looking up. Exhale it out. Then inhale, walk the hands back, coming upright. Lift that right knee, walk the foot back, and plant the foot just in front of the right butt cheek. Inhale, arms high overhead. Exhale, twisting to your right. Maybe placing left elbow behind the right knee. Marichyasana C here. So left leg is extended long down the mat. We're twisting to the right, using that right knee as leverage. Good. Inhale, looking back to center. Exhale, release, twisting back. Cross the ankles, roll forward over the ankles, step the feet back and take it through vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, left leg goes back. Exhale, crunching knee into chest. Inhale, extend it back. Left knee, left elbow, give it a crunch. Inhale, extend. Left knee, right elbow, crunch and hold. Send that foot out to the right for your fall-in triangle. Good. Exhale, plant the right hand, step the left foot back, three-legged dog. Then exhale, left knee to left wrist for pigeon on that left side. Walking the right foot back, checking your alignment. Again, option to stay upright in this pose. Or if you're one who likes to fold over, maybe extend the hands up before walking and folding out into your dead pigeon pose. Drawing that left hip back, left hip crease back. Pressing that left hip, left knee into the floor. Okay, next, inhale, let's walk the hands back, coming upright. Place a bend in the right knee, maybe some kicks of that right foot, maybe grabbing the foot or ankle, and getting a stretch in the quadricep muscle on the right side there. Or flying your pigeon if it's in your practice. Release that right foot, shift the weight into the left hip and bring that right leg around in front of us. Now bringing the sole of the left foot into the inner right thigh. Extend the arms high overhead. As you exhale, slight twist out to the right. Forward folding over that right knee, finding Janu Shirshasana right side. Again, drawing chest towards the toes, maybe binding around that foot or toes. And as you inhale, look up, release the bind, exhale it out. Then inhale, walk the hands back. Bring that left foot into the left butt cheek, knee points towards the ceiling. Inhale, extend the arms high overhead. Now exhale, twisting to our left. Placing right elbow behind the left knee here as you twist to your left. Left hand planted behind the back. Marichyasana C. As you inhale, looking forward, exhale it out. Inhale, returning back to center, cross the ankles, step the feet back, and take it through a vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Good. We'll drop onto the knees, cross the ankles behind us, send the butt over the feet, feet come to the top of the mat, and then come on down to your back. Adjust yourself on the mat. We'll place a bend in the knees. Bring knees into chest on the inhale. Wrap forearms around shins. Give yourself a tight squeeze. As we exhale, releasing the knees, drop the feet just behind the butt, about 4 to 6 inches apart. Toes in slightly compared to heels for a round of bridge. On the inhale, press through the feet, lift the hips, roll the shoulder blades underneath, binding hands beneath the back. Press through the feet to lift the hips, also lifting the chest towards the upper back wall. And exhale, we release here, lowering the hips back to the floor. Taking a breath cycle or two here, we'll take a second round of bridge pose. On your next inhale, press through the feet, lifting the hips up and back. Again, rolling shoulder blades beneath, binding hands beneath the back. Also lifting through the chest here. And as we exhale, again releasing, bringing the hips to the floor. We'll take one more round of back bending. You can repeat bridge pose, or if you have Urdhva Dhanurasana, or your upward bow, whenever you are ready, coming into your back bending pose. And with our next exhale, releasing, coming back to the floor. Next inhale, draw knees into chest. Wrap forearms around the shins. Give yourself a tight squeeze. And exhale, release the knees. Plant the feet at the sides of the mat, just behind the butt. As you exhale, let's drop the knees over to the left side. Maybe taking the arms out to the side like a letter T and gaze going to the right. Next inhale, bring those knees back to center, and exhale, take them to the right. Now maybe taking the gaze over to the left. Good. Inhale, bringing those knees back to center, and again, hug them into chest. And then taking a shoulder stand or a waterfall pose here. If no shoulder stand, no problem. Again, waterfall, just extending the feet towards the ceiling and maybe sliding a block beneath the sacrum. If you're taking your shoulder stands, walking the hands behind the back, feet overhead. Those hands supporting the lower back here. Lifting through the toes, through the hips. Big toes are touching, ankles are squeezing together, inner thighs rolling together. And then exhale from shoulder stand, hinging at the hips, coming into plow pose, halasana. Binding hands behind the back, pressing pinky edge into the floor, or just press both palms into the floor to relieve tension from the neck. From plow pose, bending the knees, bringing knees to forehead or over the ears for ear pressure pose, Karni Padasana. And then beginning to roll it out one vertebrae at a time, coming back to our backs. We'll take a Matsyana fish pose. You can slide palms beneath the butt or arms at the side body, press into the forearms, lifting the chest towards the ceiling. Crown of the head comes down to the floor. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Open the mouth, big sigh out here. Maybe pairing it with a lion's breath, a big inhale in through the nose. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue, let it roar as you exhale out. And then pressing through the back of the arms, lifting the chest, and returning back to the floor. Good. Inhale, draw knees in. And then release the knees, plant the feet just behind the butt. Allow the knees to fall out to the side. Bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet pressing together. Knees falling out to the sides. Using the hands, bring the knees back to center, draw them in towards chest. And then taking a happy baby, reaching beyond the knees, between the knees for the outer edges of the feet. You can open the feet wide, pressing into the hands while using the hands to draw the knees back towards the shoulders or towards the floor. Extending the lower tailbone, maybe keeping as much of that tailbone rooted to the floor as possible. And maybe slight rocking side to side. And then we'll release the feet, extend them long down the mat, coming into our final Shavasana pose. Let's begin by taking a deep inhale in through the nose. And open the mouth, big sigh out. Good. Just allowing the body to relax here. Allowing the breathing to return to normal. Shavasana. All right, friends, beginning to bring some awareness back to the body, back to your breathing. And beginning to take some movement in the fingers and toes. Maybe circling the ankles and the wrists. Take some bigger movements here. As you take your next inhale, reach the arms long overhead. Find a nice full body stretch. Then bending the knees, we'll roll ourselves to a side which serves us best. And when you're ready, pressing through the hands, keep the eyes closed as you come to a seated position on your mat. And bring the hands to heart center, thumbs into sternum, Anjali Mudra. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, big sigh out. Bowing our heads with gratitude. It has been my honor to guide you through your practice today. Thank you so very much for allowing me to guide you, for bringing your practice to me. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you very much, friend. Take care and be healthy in these troubled times. Look forward to seeing you soon on the mat.